First, the top news headlines. A 3-day-long Manipur Heritage Expo 2022 begins today at City Convention. Proud of our handloom and handicrafts, says Chief Minister Sanatombi. Naga political issue, no secret signing of Naga Accord, says T.R. Jilian. And India adds 4,518 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. Positivity rate jumps to 1.62%. Hello and welcome to ELITETV. Watching the primetime English News Bulletin. I am Sanatombi with the top stories of the day. Now, before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face mask when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now, the news in detail. We are proud of our handloom and handicraft products, said Chief Minister Singh, attending the Manipur Heritage Expo MOU signing with Amazon Karigar with distribution of 2,475 looms at City Convention Center, Imphal today. Speaking as the chief guest of the inaugural function, the Chief Minister thanked the Amazon team present at the inaugural function for acknowledging the importance and uniqueness of the state's handloom and handicraft. He said that it is indeed very fortunate for the state to have a platform under Amazon, and the interest shown by Amazon to our handloom and handicraft products shows not only the uniqueness but also the quality of our products. Chief Minister Singh also spoke on the importance of geographical indications or GI and said that it is indeed necessary to GI tag the traditional dresses, craft items of the state's tribes. He also appreciated the department officials for their commitment and dedication. At the same time, there should be no compromise on quality, the Chief Minister said, further explaining that the need for zero tolerance against corruption. He said today the state's handloom and handicraft has a place in the world stage because of the hard work of our weavers and artisans. He also urged the weavers to inform him if there were any defects on the looms distributed today. Now that the Amazon platform is available, weavers will not face a lack of marketing space for their finished products, he said, adding that already 250 handloom and handicraft items have been uploaded on the e-marketing platform. The Chief Minister further expressed the need to preserve and encourage our handicraft and traditional items. He appreciated the skill, talents of the people of the state and expressed pride in being a Manipuri and an Indian. Further ensuring all assistance, the Chief Minister further wished weavers and artisans success in their endeavors. Further stating that weavers and artisans can also seek financial assistance under the startup scheme, he informed that the budget for the startup scheme has been increased to rupees 100 crores from this financial year.
Pride of Malaysia, handle many handicrafts. Space and work when a tribute create to Mamisi, then I say, I pretty much or no me the Buddhist hardly by the performance. Come with the take of the Buddha, Sardiaro, nothing. And not only looms. I go to Jayama woman, we put chip and lady, Zam legally. Why? Rate manipulation yadre, corruption yadre. Quality compromise also. And high possible said, state of Panjiman share with the transparency. And the Ashum Bashan Makara. But to give you come where we talked about. And Ojipabada, I handle many handicrafts at Tauliba. Maroina director, Maggie, Rishi Makara, will say, I'm satisfied. And Mamanda, a honorable minister. We remember Matandugi, Vijina, season dies, and Hamid Brazil. Honorable MLA Giman, as chairman of Matanduda, Kogi showroom si tomato na Hankook na Delhi na tawag na kara. Fajana improvement naman rin naman. Ano parang say ama ni si karmadugi mami sama ko lumabi maduma officials na honorable minister Garto Bio.
On the other hand, Minister Nemcha Kipgain said that the expo will provide a platform to showcase the handloom and handicraft products of the state before the world. Today, our handloom and handicraft is known internationally, she said, adding that according to the National Handloom Census Report 2019, Manipur has around 2.12 lakh handloom weavers, around 2.11 lakh looms, and around 2 lakh handicraft artisans. Our handloom and handicrafts has helped in generating employment as well as income in our society, she added. The inaugural function was also attended by MLA Lamsang Ashi as Rajan Singh, MLA Kairao Ashi L. Rameshwar Mitai, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar, and Secretary Michael Achom, among others. MOU was also signed between the Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation, MHHDC Limited, represented by Managing Director, MHHDC Limited, E. Jiten Singh, and Amazon Sellers Private Limited, represented by Uday Mehta, Head Public Policy, E-Commerce, Amazon. It may be mentioned that 2,475 fly-settled looms were also distributed to weavers from across the state under upgradation of loom scheme as part of the 100 action points for first 100 days of the new government. Dummy tokens for the looms were distributed to selected 16 weavers by the dignitaries during the inaugural function.
Manipur 32 tribe labagi mokoigi GI taxi geographical indication si ekoina hujik legi horega thamdeba GI taxi thamresi haina ekoina program the soprabani hosu horabani aibisingasi honorable chief minister ekoigi pugi mamang deso ekoigi program to haiduk nimbagi aina lapthok jabani aduga Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Limited makal makagi online marketing partner oiduna e-commerce activity hengat na ba ordinary masisyo maming leba Amazon ga MOU sign to na online marketing gi achoba kudong chaba ama thongba mamlagani. So it is my humble request to Amazon team to kindly guide all viewers and artisans to increase their marketing volume.
The Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur COSEM has declared Class 12 results today on June 6. Students can check Class 12 Result 2022 Manipur Board on the official result website of the Council, manresults.nic.in. Students can access the Class 12 Results 2022 Manipur Board with the roll numbers as mentioned in the Council's Class 12 admit card. COSEM Class 12 examinations were conducted from April 7 to May 11, 2022. About 30,000 students appear for the Manipur Board examinations. The results have now been released and available online. List of toppers will be released by the board soon as well. The link for results for Manipur Class 12 is now available on the official website. Manipur Class 12 examinations were cancelled in 2021. In 2020, the examinations were conducted and about 86% students had passed. In 2019, pass percentage was recorded at 67.04%. The pass percentage of girls was 67% and for boys it was 66%. Meanwhile, BOSEM or Board of Secondary Education Manipur would be releasing the HSLC or High School Living Certificate examination results soon. BOSEM or Manipur HSLC results are expected to be released soon since the Class 12 results have been declared. Strongly condemning yesterday's IED blast at a gate of Little Flower School, students, teaching and non-teaching staffs of the school staged a sit-in protest in front of the school today. The protesters held placards with slogans which read, "Stop violence, allow us to grow without fear. We condemn bomb attack at our school. We are the pillars of our future," among others. The protesters also demanded for a violence-free education zone. It may be mentioned here that unknown miscreants exploded an IED at the Little Flower School, gate number 2, at around 3:15 a.m. yesterday. Fortunately, there was no report of any casualty. However, a portion of the gate was damaged due to the impact of the blast. Sajik Tampak Battalion under the aegis of IGAR South conducted a medical camp at IC Village, Chandel district today. In continuation of its efforts to improve mutual trust and to maintain peace and harmony in the region, a medical camp was organized for locals of IC Village. Total 33 villagers were examined during the medical camp. Essential medicines were also distributed during the event. The villagers were also briefed about the ill effects of drugs and importance of hygiene and sanitation in daily routine to avoid unwarranted diseases. On the other hand, Modi Battalion of Assam Rifles under the aegis of IGAR South organized a friendly volleyball match with Lamlong Youth Sports Club Chandel district today. The volleyball match was organized as part of Feed India movement in order to foster healthy relations with the local youths and students. Volleyball match was participated by members of a prominent Lamlong Youth Association. After the match, an interaction with youths was carried out wherein they were briefed and encouraged to join Indian Armed Forces through various types of entries. Time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Haksang Fanalaisi Nungai Hingminasi, thyroid, bile, heart naba, kidney danung laiba, stress amadi anxiety, BP, sugar wangba phan mangamba, side effect laitaba food supplement phangbigani. Excellent award phangraba stem cell ahoma mamal dasu phangbigani. Phangpham Keba Herbal Health Center, Kurai Lamlongthong, phone number 96129899186.
Iramdam asidasu anauba oina world class machine sizinaduna 20 steps refining eye testing gi facility phanghanjari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Kurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinshit Road, Imphal East.
Adom-gidamakta khudongchaba asi pijari. Adom-gi mit lemna test tawjari amasung adom-gi chanaba chunaba lens sing amadi frame singda chada kun fawgi discount pijari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Kurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Welcome you all to Lunako Residential School at Chanung, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Welcome back. Now more news and updates. Former Nagaland Chief Minister and Chairman of the UDA government in the state, T.R. Jiliang, has clarified that a much-awaited Naga peace accord won't be inked secretly. One should not believe that such a complex and sensitive issue will be inked secretly and imposed by his people, T.R. Jiliang said in a video statement. As desired by the Naga people, we trust and believe that once the negotiating partners have arrived at a common ground, they will surely consult all the tribal leaders and the state government before inking the final accord, Zhiliang added. Zhiliang also asked the political leaders in Nagaland not to make any loose remarks that may adversely impact the Indo-Naga peace talks. The former Nagaland Chief Minister asked all right-thinking Naga leaders to refrain from putting forth statements based on personal speculation of the Indo-Naga political issue. Overground Naga leaders who are under oath of allegiance to the Constitution of India must restrain themselves from making loose remarks on the matter, Zhiliang said. Zhiliang added that various varied debates on Indo-Naga political issue have resulted in misunderstanding and confusion with regard to the Naga political solution. The former Nagaland Chief Minister also urged the centre as well as the Naga negotiating groups to not back out from what has been committed in writing and otherwise. UDA wants that all Naga nationalist groups are part of the long-awaited peace accord in order to not repeat the mistake of the past. Any unwarranted statement made by Naga leaders which is outside the parameters of ongoing negotiations between Naga negotiating groups and the Government of India will mislead the Naga people before the draft agreement is formulated by the Government of India and placed before Naga leaders, Zhiliang further said. A survey team of officials from the Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA) met Governor Haribabu Kambampati at the Raj Bhavan today. In this meeting, the JICA officials and their consultants apprised the governor on the preparatory survey for the project for the establishment of the Mizoram State Super Specialty Cancer and Research Center. JICA survey team were represented by Hiroshi Ako, team leader of JICA survey team, Hanako Miyoshi, expert hospital management, Dr. Ranga, IT consultant survey team, and Dr. Pia Makwa Nyengte consultant survey team. On behalf of the JICA survey team, Hiroshi Ako, team leader of JICA survey team, gave a presentation on the outline, schedule and the progress of the survey. He also elaborated on the goal and strategic objectives and proposed timeline of the project. He also requested Governor to extend the assistance that may be required at certain stages of the implementation of the project. Governor Haribabu thanked the JICA survey team for not only providing financial assistance for the MSSS-CRC project, he also appreciated the full responsibility taken up by JICA for the meticulous survey and design of the project. Governor felt that no other project is more important and more essential to the state than this project, since the state has unfortunate records for cancer patients who needed special treatment outside the state. He sincerely believed that this project will become a blessing to the many for saving time and money to receive special cancer treatments. As per the briefing from JICA, the survey works of the Mizoram State Super Specialty Cancer and Research Center project are underway, which will continue with the preparation of the design for another 2 years. The project is estimated to be functional by the end of 2028. New Delhi has categorically rejected Organization of Islamic Cooperation Secretariat's comments on India and termed them unwarranted and narrow-minded. In response to media queries regarding the recent statement by General Secretariat of the OIC, External Affairs Minister spokesman Arindam Bagchi said, Government of India accords the highest respect to all religions. He said the offensive tweets and comments denigrating a religious personality were made by certain individuals and do not in any manner reflect the views of the government. The spokesman pointed out that strong action has already been taken against these individuals by relevant bodies. He called it regrettable that OIC Secretariat has yet again chosen to make motivated, misleading and mischievous comments. He stressed that this only exposes OIC's divisive agenda being pursued at the behest of vested interests. India urged the OIC Secretariat to stop pursuing its communal approach and show due respect to all faiths and religions. India has reported a rise of 5.80% in daily COVID-19 cases, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare told today. In the last 24 hours, the country added 4,518 new COVID-19 cases and 9 deaths. The fresh infections reported on Monday were 428 higher than 4,270 cases reported yesterday. India's coronavirus infection tally has now risen to 4,31,81,335, while the total casualties due to the virus has climbed to 5,24,701. The country's daily COVID-19 positivity rate has jumped to 1.62% today, up from 1.03% a day ago. Weekly positivity rate recorded at 0.91%. The country now has 25,782 active cases of COVID-19. There has been an increase of 1,730 cases in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. The Health Ministry COVID-19 bulletin said that the active cases comprise 0.06% of the total infections. In the last 24 hours, 2,779 patients got recuperated from COVID-19, increasing the total recoveries in the country to 4,26,30,852. The national COVID-19 recovery rate on Monday stood at 98.73%. According to the Indian Council of Medical Research, 2,78,059 samples were tested for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. The medical body said that 85 crores 29 lakhs 1,546 tests have been conducted for COVID-19 since the start of the pandemic. As many as 2,57,187 beneficiaries received a COVID-19 shot in the last 24 hours. The nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive was started in India on 16 January 2021. Since then, over 194.12 crore doses have been administered to the eligible population across the country. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitv.in or the phone number 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now the headlines once again. Three-day-long Manipur Heritage Expo 2022 begins today at City Convention, proud of our handloom and handicrafts, says Chief Minister Sanatombi. No secret signing of Naga Accord, says T.R. Jillian. And India adds 4,518 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. Positivity rate jumps to 1.62%. Well, that's all we have on this episode of ELITETV English News. Thanks for watching ELITETV and have a great night.